Good afternoon, crafters, and welcome to this week's update with From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft shows. I'm your host, Michelle, who's the creative director from Picture to Page and Beyond, which is our scrapbooking, mixed media, and papercrafts community. Now, we've got a little bit of information this week about our season 2 of P2PCrafts Presents. We've got a little bit of show news, and my inspiration this week is talking about unfinished projects. So firstly, I'd like you just to have a think about some of the projects that you've got that you may not have finished. Now, these can come in all shapes and sizes, and we can leave projects for a whole heap of reasons. It might be that we've run out of time, or that we had visitors over and had to clean up the space, or who knows. But what I do know is that unfinished projects do weigh on our mind. So I'd like you to have a think about it and decide what we're going to do about them. Do we put them into that, let's get stuck into it and get it finished? Were we missing something? Do we need to go find it online and replace it? Or are we really at the stage where we need to say, look, we're just not going to finish that, and can we pull it apart and perhaps use those components in another project as well? So I'd like you to have a think about your unfinished projects and decide what we're going to do with them. Are we going to get it finished? Or have we just, has the time passed, or the materials are no good anymore? So I brought along one of my unfinished projects that I'm working on. Now, for Christmas, you see that, got this gorgeous little model from one of the little the game shops at Chadstone, and I've had a fantastic time putting it together, but I found that I hit a bit of a snag. Can you see that? We've got little books there, we've got all sorts of bits and pieces, and I hit a bit of a snag because I found I got to a point where I was worried that I was going to muck it up or do it wrong. So it actually then became a whole heap of other excuses about why I couldn't finish it up. I didn't have enough time, I had to pack it up, there were other things going on. But I was lucky that my husband Robert helped jump in and get me over a couple of the steps that I was having trouble with, and now the end is in sight again. So I've got these bits glued in, I've got a few more pieces to go, and I will make sure I share a photo over in the Papercraft Posse group so that you can see it's when it's finished. So regardless of what kind of project it is, have a think about what it is that's stopping you from doing it. Is it the time? Is it the space? Is it that you need something? Or are you really just past it and you're better off just deciding that you're not going to finish it, get it out of the way and clear the space and your mental space for some more projects? So that's my inspiration for today. Either get onto those unfinished projects and get them finished, or cross them off the list of things to do. Now, P2PCrafts Season 2 is now halfway through. We had a fantastic week last week with Mary from Craft Zone, and she made some gorgeous layers cards as well as some really delightful little fairy cards. And we also had Sophie from Scrap Mats, who also did some layering with stencils and as well showed off their new card elements. So if you haven't had a chance to watch those two videos, head over to the website from Picture to Page and Beyond.com.au, where you can see all the replays and of course get all the links to all the products that we used as well. So that saves you having to look for them. They are right there. And we also do really appreciate when you can support the retailers that are here coming to chat with you on these P2PCrafts Presents, because it really is an opportunity for you to see what's going on with them and for also you to go and support them as well. Now this week we've got Creative Memories coming up with Sam, and she's going to show us some very cool layouts with some cool tools, so a little bit of scrapbooking there. And then on Wednesday we've got Tracy from Stamping Up, and she's going to show us a shaker card. Now she tells me that the new Stamping Up catalogue has got a fantastic stamps and dies that make shaker cards really easy. So I'm looking forward to seeing Sam on Tuesday and then Tracy on Wednesday. Now because it's the school holidays, we're going to try and have a little bit of time off across the weekend. So we've got P2PCrafts Present sessions early this week and then later again next week. So of course, if you're looking forward to the one on the 11th of July with the Peninsula Papercraft Boutique ladies, make sure you go and order your kit so then you can craft along as well. And of course, all the details are over on the website. You can go and buy your kit, get it delivered to you, or pick it up in store, and then you'll have it there when the girls come on and join us on the 11th of July. So while we are halfway through Season 2, we are now starting to think about Season 3. So we'd like to hear from you. Please leave a note in the comments or over at the Papercraft Posse group to let us know who you and what you would like to see in Season 3. Do you even want a Season 3? Have you had enough of me yet? If not, who would you like to see or what would you like to see more of? And we will do our very best to bring that to you. Now, show news, not a lot to catch up with, unfortunately. We've already talked about the Geelong show in July being cancelled, unfortunately, and we're still putting our thinking hats on and crossing our fingers to see what's going to happen in October as well. For those of you in Victoria, we've had a challenging couple of days and some of our restrictions are back in place. So we are keeping on top of all that news, keeping up with what the Victorian government is up to, and hopefully we will have some sort of indication either way soon. So I think that's it for the update today. It's really good. I can see Diana and Mel and Sue. Thank you so much for joining us today. So I hope for your dash of inspiration, you really do think about those unfinished projects. Either get stuck into them and get them done if you think about what might be holding you back, or if you're really over them, then let's just pull them apart and use those things for something else. We've got a fantastic week coming up with P2PCrafts Presents Creative Memories and Stamping Up, as well as a chance to catch up on the last few weeks. And of course, we look forward to planning season 3. So let us know what you would like to see, if there are any tools, techniques, new products, different cards, whether it's scrapbooking, whether it's more mixed media. Let us know and we will do our very best to get that together. So this is Michelle signing off. We hope you have a crafty day.